Welcome to the show, Knuckleheads. This is our Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier post-fight reaction, discussion, and my goodness, where do I even begin? First and foremost, that was an incredible performance by Dustin Poirier. That was an incredible performance by Michael Chandler. And that was the worst performance that I've ever seen in such a high-stakes fight from an app, from any app store in the history of app stores. I need to start this off by saying that the ESPN Plus app is just an absolute joke. And, the fact that it took me that long to get the stupid thing to work, and I went on Dana White's Instagram and people were going crazy online. I can't even imagine how much revenue was lost just because of that ESPN Plus app. So that's what I wanted to start off tonight's conversation with, because that was just absolutely disgraceful. Besides the incredible upset of Conor McGregor and the slight upset by Michael Chandler, that was the story of the night. Let's get into Michael Chandler real quick, man. I really was worried for Dan Hooker in this fight. I didn't make a pick. I didn't know who to pick, but after watching Michael Chandler fight tonight, you guys, I really believe, and a lot of people may think I'm crazy for saying this, I really believe that Michael Chandler is the most dangerous guy in the UFC's lightweight division. The reason I say that is because he's a wrestler and he's got absolute dynamite in both hands, right? He knocked Hooker out with a left hand today. I believe he knocked out Freire with the right hand in Bellator. He can knock you out with either hand. He's got great grappling submissions. And the other thing is, he's like hyper explosive and athletic. His only sort of drawback is he's kind of small, but man, he makes it work for him. And he's just so damn fast. You got to be careful with him. And he finishes Dan Hooker tonight in the in the first round in emphatic fashion. That was the best performance the guy could have had, debuting in the octagon. And then he basically called out the winner of tonight's fight and told Habib, if you can come back and you think you can beat me, let's do it. Again, I'm going to say it, man. I really believe it. I'm not like a Michael Chandler fanboy or nothing like that. You guys know me. I'm not a fanboy at all. But Michael Chandler is the most dangerous guy at lightweight right now, man. I'm sticking by that, I hope Hooker can come again. I really like the guy. But man, the difference in explosiveness is what really hurt Hooker there, man. His only chance was to kind of take this fight, I think, into deep waters, and he didn't even have a shot. On to Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. I got this really wrong. I think the majority of people got this one wrong. Big shout out, by the way, to everybody in the chat already. As we stay on here, it'll get bigger and bigger. Appreciate you guys being here. Eventually, I'll turn to the chat and read everything you guys are saying. But that Conor McGregor-Dustin Poirier fight, man, where do I even begin? The fight started out kind of the way I thought. I was not expecting Dustin Poirier to try to take Conor McGregor down. That was a really, really smart sort of game plan. But then it kind of got up against the cage. McGregor started landing those shoulder shots again, and I felt like he was starting to get the better of Poirier. So Poirier kind of broke it up. I actually thought that Conor had hurt Poirier a few times in that first round. That's what it looked like to me. What I did notice, though, was Poirier was landing a nice little right check hook over and over again on McGregor. Even though he's a southpaw, I believe they said his strong arm is his right arm, and he has that out front, so he's able to do that. The other thing is for me, the biggest factor in the fight was the leg kicks, right? Dustin Poirier just absolutely demolished Conor McGregor's leg and made him immobile, right? So, they get through the first round. He was landing that leg kick, but I thought Conor McGregor definitely won that first round. It was a fast pace for these guys. These guys were starting to get tired. They were hurting each other and starting to get tired. In the second round, it was more leg kicks from Poirier, more boxing, both guys landing. But at some point, Poirier destroyed Conor McGregor's lead leg. At least that's what it looked like to me. I could be wrong, but I felt like he damaged Conor McGregor's lead leg. It may have been the knee. He said his leg went dead. It may have been that nerve we've discussed on the show. I can't remember the name of the nerve anymore. Is it the vagus nerve or something like that? I'm not sure. But anyway, he destroyed that leg. Conor McGregor couldn't even get out the way anymore. Dustin swarmed him and just started banging him out and finished the fight 2 minutes and 32 seconds into round number 2. So, I don't know if it's a spectacular enough performance for Habib Nurmagomedov to want to come back into the octagon, but I thought it was an impressive performance. I thought, Dustin Poirier was spectacular. Even though in the first round, he was kind of on Queer Street a few times. I felt like that's a spectacular performance at the end of the day. But I do, again, man, I gotta say, I'm as impressed as I was by Poirier, man, I'm really kind of blown away by Michael Chandler, man. I've seen him do that to the best guys in the world, man, on more than one occasion. On more than one occasion, man. And, the guy's built like a brick shit house, and he moves like it, too. You know what I mean? Just a very dangerous guy, man. But real quick, back to Poirier and McGregor, man. This is big for Poirier. This is big for him. If Habib doesn't come back, he's got to be crowned the champ, man. He's got to be the champ. If not, if I'm Dana, man, I find it hard not to make the next fight for a vacant title between him and Chandler. What do you do next? You gotta... Oh, maybe Charles Oliveira, I guess Oliveira's put in the work with the promotion. Maybe he gets the next crack at Poirier and Chandler gets, a contender fight, man. You gotta include Chandler in the mix now, man. That was such an impressive performance over one of the best guys in the division. Nobody's done Hooker like that, man. Nobody's done Hooker like that. And so as far as Poirier, man, this is big for him. This is big for him, I think he should have been crowned the champ tonight, if I'm being honest with you guys. But we're still waiting on whether Habib's coming back or not. If Habib doesn't come back, Poirier should get the title by default or have to fight Charles Oliveira for it. If Conor wants to get back up there, man, I think he's got to fight Chandler. I think something like that has to happen. Welcome to Get It Right Saturday night, everybody. Appreciate you guys being in here. So, man, those are my thoughts on the fights, man. Very cut and dry. Again, a little bit pissed off with the ESPN Plus app. My shit didn't start working until Calderwood, halfway through the Calderwood fight, who was also pretty impressive against Jessica Ai. But that's when my ESPN Plus app started working, man. First off, in the chat, let me know what you guys thought about the fights. Let me know what happens to McGregor, to Poirier, and what happens to this ESPN Plus app, man. I bet you Dana White's not happy about this shit at all. Marco Martinez in the chat. I'm going to start reading what you guys have to say on here. Before I do that, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon next to it. Join Knucklehead Nation. Anything you guys donate to the channel gets reinvested right back into the promotion. If you want to help out, get your Fighters Rep gear in the link below. Also, if you join the channel, we've got a join button now. You can become a member And for just $5 a month, you not only help me build the channel and the promotion, but you get access to our live pay-per-views. You get discounts on FightersRep merchandise. You get to be part of our monthly meetings, which we talk about the progress of the promotion on the first of every month. And you get an emblem next to your name, like my brothers Kirky Ivan and Alex Chavez have right now in the chat. So please definitely, consider joining the channel if you're on an Android device. If you're on an Apple device, I think you're going to have to log in to a PC. So Marco Martinez says, that's why I love the fight game. Me too. Spartam says, hello from France. What's up, brothers? Very early in France right now. Appreciate you joining us, Spartam. Yeah, the app is garbage, especially on iOS. It ruined my pay-per-view in December, says Marco Martinez. I mean, you would think that the worldwide leader in sports and the biggest fight promotion on the planet would tighten up. I guess not. Eduardo Dufao says, hi from Querétaro, Mexico. I think McGregor lost his fight versus Pacquiao and maybe 100 millions. I think you might be right, brother. Best night in MMA history, says my brother Jamaican. But Jamaican, where you been, bro? We've been waiting for you forever, man. We miss you on the channel. Appreciate you being here. Kirky Ivan, my brother, says, wow, Dustin. Bro, wow is for real, man. I mean, that was a great performance. Great performance by Poirier. Chen Forajido says, McGregor lost that hunger after the Mayweather check. Oh, but all the bros and fanboys still think he can beat Pacquiao. Oh, man, listen. I thought he would win tonight's fight. I don't know about Pacquiao, but I thought he would win tonight's fight. Okay? I thought he would win tonight's fight. But, it's the fight game, man, especially with the UFC, MMA. I've been telling you guys, man, they do it right at the UFC, man. You never know who's going to win. You never know. It's not like boxing where, the outcome is predetermined 99% of the time. Soler, let me see where we're at here. Soler's in here. What's up, brother? He says both the main events were insane. Conor's leg, man. Yeah, that leg was gone, you guys. Charlie Smith says Poirier versus McGregor 3 next. I don't know, man. That was a bit of a one-sided performance, but then again, Conor had a one-sided performance against Poirier. So, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen here. Maybe they'll run it back. I think Charles Oliveira deserves a crack, though, man. That guy's a beast. That guy's looking like the real deal to me. And so is Michael Chandler. These guys are looking like the real deal to me. Alex Chavez says, get it right Saturday night. What's up, my brother? Get it right. Whatever you guys are drinking, whatever you guys are partaking in, enjoy. It's Saturday night. Just don't do any of that crazy hard stuff, man. We don't want to have to check you guys into rehab. Kirky Ivan, my brother, says, or rather Soler says, Chandler versus Habib is the best fight for sure. Chandler made Hooker look like a chump. Man, that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking for Hooker fans. That was heartbreaking. Kirky Ivan says, when you have a lot of money, you lose passion and balls. Ivan, man, I think you're right, man. I think it was Marvin Hagler or maybe Muhammad Ali that said, it's hard to get up and run when you sleep in silk sheets. Shahriar Siddiqui, my brother, says, how satisfying was that? Sounds like you're definitely not a Conor McGregor fan. For it to happen in Abu Dhabi, too, is very karmic. I'll say that. Alex Chavez says, Poirier versus Chandler would be an excellent fight, man. Much love to my brother Alex Chavez in Yuma. And I couldn't agree more, brother. I couldn't agree more. But Alex, what about Charlie Olives, man? I feel like he's definitely, got to be in the mix now. Says, how good is Habib? He's very good. A says, too funny. It was funny. Shahriar says, took his money, took his crown, took his whiskey, took his pride, and handed him a bottle of Louisiana hot sauce. The Louisianimal. Dustin Poirier. How good is Bellator? Ha ha, says Soler. They're pretty damn good, man. They're pretty damn good. Breaking news, Dana was taken to hospital for chest pain. Are you joking me or are you for real? We're going to have to look into that. I'm going to ask the knuckleheads of Knucklehead Nation. Please look into that. Let me know if that's true. Chandler is beast, says Kirky Ivan. Yup. Alex Mark says best. I'm not sure who you're talking about, Alex. Mike Colleen, my brother, says, I've been telling everyone Conor has lost his hunger, but Dustin has been gaining more fire and desire and has toughened up. Listen, Conor was right about you being inactive, man. And he was gracious in defeat. You got to give him that. But this is not a game. This is not a sport. Combat sports is not a thing where you could be inactive for that long. Hassan Haq says, has to be Dustin versus Oliveira for the title next. I agree with you, Hassan. Mark Haq, Hassan. Chandler and Gaethje for the #1 contender. That's a good one. Chandler was unreal today as expected, but Oliveira has been on an 8-fight win streak in the last 3 years. I agree with you, man. And you know what? Chandler actually overachieved for me. He outdid my expectations for him. So that was incredible. My rent is due. I need super chat. Says MMA is just street fight in the cage. I'd rather watch sweet science boxing. Well, you know, I kind of disagree with that, but I respect your opinion. Saw it in a Nickelodeon. Says Conor, you need activity. I agree with that. Xavier, what's up, brother? He says Dustin Wars paid off. Yup, and you know all that octagon time, man. That means something, Xavier. That means something. Ivette says parlay second round finish for Poirier is hitting right now. LMAO, bro. Those people came up big. Tony77 says, sup, Conor is done. Well, I don't know if he's done, but that was a tough loss, man. Kirky Ivan says, McGregor, no chance with Oliveira. Chandler, I think McGregor is finished with MMA. I think you guys might be a little bit too harsh on Conor. And remember what happened after he lost to Nate Diaz. People counted him out. He came back and became even stronger. So we'll see. We'll see where he goes. Tony says Conor beat a washed-up cowboy. Come on. Kirky Ivan, my brother, with the donation to the channel. Much appreciated, guys. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, this is the most educated fight channel on YouTube. The only one that whenever you donate something or purchase something or join, hit that join button and pay $5 a month, just 16 cents a day. You not only help me build the channel, but the only kickboxing promotion that matters, FightersRep Promotions. Appreciate you guys helping me grow and give these young fighters the opportunity to compete. I'd also appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel and like this video. Solaire says, oh yeah, man, tough night for the Hangman. Very tough. Very tough. Ivan says, to be honest, I don't think this does too much to Conor, but if a third happens, that's a bag. Too much money cost McGregor his heart, says Jack Kerrigan. Ouch. Ivan still think Conor needs to take that Jake Paul fight. That's really good money. Wanted Opaz says, I cry McGregor lost. Mo Barazzi says, I was watching with AT&T Atlanta. Everyone went nuts. Congrats, American Top Team. Congrats, Mo. Mo, I want you out here when we open back up. I want you to fight. I got that heavyweight for you. We got a couple, man. Come on, let's make it happen, Mo. Jack Kerrigan says, rip Dana. Hell, man. I hope that's not true. Ivan says, Mo Barazzi. 2077. Dana will not let Conor fight Poirier again. He will lose again. I don't think Dana's protecting Conor like that anymore. You know, I think he's got options now. Ivan says, hell yeah, referring to Mo Barazzi. John Oliver says, wow, Conor no longer top of the food chain. It happens. Man, listen, he hasn't been on the top of the food chain. I mean, it was Habib, right? He thought he was going to be. But this fight game is a brutal reality check, man. My goodness, you guys. My goodness. Wanted Opa says Dana won't beg Habib for a rematch. We'll see what happens with that, man. I mean, does Habib come back? Who knows? Pratik Singh says great upset. I agree, Pratik. Tony77 says upset, WTF. I mean, come on. It was an upset. Come on, dog. Took a huge L. I don't know who this guy's talking about. Ellipses. That's what we're going to call you, but your 4 periods. Ivan says, so happy for Poirier. He went in, man. I mean, that was, that was a really good performance, you guys. Sadat A says, yo, how good was Habib then? Habib's the best, man. Habib's the GOAT, bro. What's up, Banzook says, Habib should be interested with Chandler, a wrestler with knockout power. That should excite Habib. Lost 1K based on your prediction. Hey, man, I get it wrong sometimes, man. You should not have put 1K on that one, though, my brother. It's okay, though. If you've been on this channel, you've been winning. Xavier says, facts, brother, facts. Saham Chatterjee says, upset for casuals. Real fans knew it way before. David Wood says, has McGregor... I don't think it's an upset for casuals. No, I think... No, Chatterjee. No, I disagree with you, man. I think everybody thought McGregor was going to win. And the bookies sure did as well. David Wood says, has McGregor turned into a similar case to Ronda Rousey a few years back? Once on top of the game, but then the competition catches up. I don't think so. I think Conor got caught with a nasty leg kick. He was winning that first round. He got caught with a nasty leg kick, and he's right. He needs more activity. I think Conor McGregor can still come back from this and perhaps beat Dustin Poirier. But, he's got to be more active. And he can't... I feel like he might have injured his leg in this fight. I mean, obviously it was Dustin that caused it, but, that's not going to happen in every fight. He's got to be more conscious of those leg kicks, man. I called it, George. I said Dustin was going to win. I spelled the upset. You're right, RGNs. You did, brother. You did. Catholic Crusader Deuce Volt says Conor will be back. You're talking about Irish Warrior. I agree with that. I think he'll be back. Habib will not fight Conor now. Yeah, now it's kind of pointless, you guys. If Habib comes back, though, he's probably either going to want Dustin, Oliveira, Chandler. I still think Habib beats these guys, but I think Chandler's the most dangerous one, man, because of his explosive knockout power, man. Chandler's like a little coiled up ball of energy, man, just ready to blow up on people. Raw Dog says he was winning before the KO. I agree. Soler says Jessica I got busted up at the end. That was almost a finish. True that. Sayed Anas says Habib made Conor humble for his lifetime. Habib fights Dustin, says RGN's in the Granite. Potentially. Rob R says, bro, I can't believe Conor folded the kicks. I can. As a kickboxing promoter, as somebody who's done a little bit of training and sparring, as someone who does a little bit of training and sparring, I can tell you that kicks are much more painful than punches typically, and not a good thing. RJN's in the Granite. Oh, we already read that one. Ellipses says, still love you though, brother. Appreciate you, man. Love you too. I'm sure you'll win some money back. If you stick around, and don't be betting unless you got a huge surplus of money. Don't be dropping money like that, brother. But if you got big money like that, feel free to do what you want with it. I don't want people getting addicted and, gambling their money away. King James 210 says, who won? Dustin Poirier by knockout, 2 minutes, technical knockout, 2 minutes and 32 seconds in round number 2. Why not? Says Dustin versus Oliveira. I like it. Guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. There's almost 50 of you in here, only 17 likes. I'd really appreciate if you guys hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is Get It Right Saturday night. We do this every Saturday immediately after the fights. All the intelligent people, all the educated people in the fight game come on here. We chat. We talk like adults. We don't care where you're from, what you look like. We mostly do boxing, but we do the big MMA events as well. And everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like. We're not like those other YouTube channels that discriminate. We love everybody. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you could join, it's just $5 a month. Help me build the channel and also build the promotion, man. I got the most talented young fighters in the world out here. So, especially at a time like this, during this lockdown, we can't really do much. But I'm improving everything on the back end. Your help is appreciated. Oh, and get your Fighters Rep gear below. Let's see here. Sadat says, what happens to Conor if he loses the next fight? Is it over? I mean, if he loses again, it's really bad. And you know the UFC is not going to throw him in there with anybody easy. I mean, the UFC is just hard like that. So he's going to have to really, tighten himself up and make sure he wins that next fight. Tony77 says, I don't see Conor winning any of the top 10 guys. I think that's a bit extreme. Daniel Aon says, Dustin looked a little awkward in the first round, but I expected Dustin to win because he's more active. He did look awkward, Daniel. I appreciate you bringing that up. He looked like there was something wrong with his neck or something. Maybe when he got hit with that shoulder, it kind of messed with his neck a little bit. That's what I was thinking. He got caught with some hard shots. But he's a Louisianimal, man. He kept coming. And I think he showed he's more durable at this weight, man. He's very durable, that guy. So now we don't get Pacquiao versus Conor, says Claudio Monreal. Yeah, I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. By the way, if you like this Fighters Rep hoodie, this shit is clean. You can get it in the link below. All proceeds get reinvested back into the promotion. Let me see here. Waza Banzouk says, Habib either retires for real or fights Chandler or Oliveira for the 30th. Or maybe GSP. Come on, dog. Need a come up, LOL, says Ellipses. Tony77 says, I already hit the like button. Thank you guys for hitting the like button, man. Appreciate you guys. RGN's in the granite says, I'm not a hater, not even close. I support everyone that's real. Conor is a punk Irishman. I'm 70% Irish, 20% Sicilian, 10% German. Live in the most Irish cities in Boston. We don't talk it impulse. Soler says Oliveira should fight Chandler. Then the winner takes Dustin. I mean, look, if Dustin hasn't been crowned the champion, then Oliveira and Dustin should fight next. I don't know who'd be left for Chandler. Maybe one more fight. He gets a title shot. Rob R., I know kicks are painful, man, but that just tells me that Conor wasn't conditioned. Dustin switched up from wrestling to boxing to kicks because he wasn't getting the best of the first two. Great channel. I just stumbled across it, says Catholic Crusader Dios Volt. Much love to you, Catholic Crusader Dios Volt. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you subscribe. Hope you stick around, brother. The Hitman says Habib level high than those guys. Yeah, I think Habib is a little bit higher. Non-biased George / Fighters Rep. You know it, brother. You know it. Because that's the only way we keep this sport honest, is if we're honest. Sadate says, y'all think Conor underestimated Dustin? Dustin switched up his stamina. I don't think he underestimated him. I think he got caught with a leg kick and it destroyed his leg and he just couldn't get out the way of the punches anymore. You know, that's the truth. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. If you guys see something different, let me know. I thought his leg got trashed and he just couldn't get the hell out the way. I mean, once they take out your leg, you can't move. It's over. You're dead. He was dead in the water. Let me see here. Non-biased RGNs in the granite. Don't stub the hub. The new hub podcast. Don't snub the hub new podcast. Yeah, follow RGNs in the granite. That's my brother. Cal Blundell says Dustin was incredible, but Conor did well. I mean, look. Conor was there, you guys. He was there, but, you know. Not enough. Not enough. You know, that leg went out and it was over. What do you think is next for Conor? I think he comes back. I think he comes back. He heals up that leg. He learns how to check those leg kicks. And he comes back. I don't know who he fights next, though. I don't know. Maybe Hooker. Maybe they give him Hooker. Who knows? Sadate says Nate and Habib exposed Conor. Yeah, but he came back and beat Nate. He came back and beat Nate, so you got to give him credit for that. Cal Blundell says, man, Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. It's a hell of a fight. They showed blueprint to other fighters of how to beat Conor. Well, yeah, but Poirier didn't beat Conor by tiring him out or by grappling him the way the other guys did. They all beat him a different way. Tony77 says Jake Paul versus McGregor. LOL. No, thank you, Tony. Cal Bladell says, well, Conor switched his stance to a boxing stance, more flat-footed. Yeah, I mean, I noticed that, Cal. Sadat A says, what do you think about Mahmoud Muradov? I thought Mahmoud looked good, bro. I thought Mahmoud looked good, you know. He's a little wild with his strikes, but he's very strong and he's very athletic. I think he's got a good future. Soler says, if GSP fights Habib, I think it will be in a dojo. GSP is too old. I think he'd do it. What just happened to McGregor, bro? Says my brother George Estrada. George, bro, you're not gonna believe it, bro. This guy got leg kicked and knocked out, bro. This guy got leg kicked, rendered immobile, and knocked out. Knocked out, my man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So if you don't know, this is Get It Right Saturday night. Again, we do this every Saturday. We talk live every Saturday immediately after the fights, whether it's boxing or MMA or whatever it is. We also put out new content almost every single day where we talk about the fight game. I tell stories. We do interviews with fighters. And eventually, once this lockdown is over, we'll be bringing you guys our own fights. So if you want to help build this channel, like, subscribe, join, donate. Anything you do gets reinvested right back into the channel. Or get your Fighters Rep gear below. Like this hoodie, baby. How sexy do I look in the hoodie, guys? Tell me. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Let's see. RGN's in the Granite says, amen, respect, salute from Southwest Quincy, Boston Metro. What's up, brother? Much love to you, RGN's. XX-rated 217 says, always been a fan of Conor. For some reason, not going to hop on the hate Conor bandwagon. He could be 50-1 and people would highlight that one loss and forget the rest. I agree. I love the guy. I'll be honest with you guys. I really like Conor. I like Habib. I really like Chandler after tonight, man. I like Hooker. I like all these guys, man. But I'm not going to, fanboy out for anybody or hate on anybody for that matter. Cal Blundell says Chandler was unbelievable. I agree, man. Michael Chandler is a real problem, you guys. A real problem. Real problem. Rob Weissman says $50 million Jake Paul side quest. Why not? Cal Blundell says people look at Hooker's losses and think it's an easy win for Chandler, but Hooker is great. He is great. He is great. He just got caught. As I drink my proper 12, why did Conor want to show he's a superior boxer and lets Dustin tee off on him? That's why Conor lost. Conor was winning. Says it's Edgar Fu. By the way, it's Edgar Fu who just made that comment. Is one of the best heavyweight strikers, one of the best heavyweight kickboxers in the amateurs that we have out here in California. So definitely give him a follow. He's a guy that we really look forward to bringing up. Mexican heavyweight kickboxer. Look out for him. Edgar Barbary. Kid's a special kid. Soon as this lockdown ends, I look forward to continuing to promote you, Edgar. You are a beast, my brother. Big shout out to you. Never been in a boring fight either. You can watch his fights on this channel. Just go on the channel, look for Edgar Barbary. Marco Martinez says, just finished watching Dana speak. Habib says he doesn't want to fight either Chandler or Poirier. Feels he's miles better. Dana looked legitimately depressed. I think Dana was depressed because that ESPN Plus app is bullshit and probably lost him a couple $1 million. RGN's in the Granite says Conor came a long way from the Projects Dublin. I respect his talent. I think he's a natural 170 or more. Dustin getting better. NLKN says, looks like McGregor cardio is getting worse and worse, potentially. But I just think his leg got taken out, you guys. Cal Blundell says, what do you think of Miocic versus Ngannou 2 and Volkanovski versus Ortega? I think That's a great heavyweight fight. I don't know who wins this time. I got to give the advantage to Miocic. But, if Ngannou touches you, it's over. He's like Thanos in there. And Volkanovski versus Ortega is a good fight. But I still think, Volkanovski's striking is a level above Ortega's. I think if Ortega can get it to the ground or, make it a jiu-jitsu fight, he'll win. Ilyas Hatipoglu says McChicken has to go home for good. Tony77 says, why only have 6.64K subscribers? You're funny as hell. I appreciate it, man. Look, we haven't been around that long. I think 6.64 is pretty good. If you want to help us get more, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. He's done, says Elias. Nah, I don't think so, Elias. I don't think he's done, brother. Cal Blundell says, man, I used to be a huge Wilder fan, but these excuses have made me dislike him. I agree with that. White Thread says he deserved it, the thug. Problem was the other guy wasn't sitting on a bar stool. Oh, RGN's in the Granite says, I get right every day, night, train like a savage. That's Nizzo Blunt Kush. Cal Blundell says, Conor has so many toxic haters. He does have a lot of haters. Elias says 30-0. RGN's in the Granite says, anyone gets in the ring has balls. Bottom line. I agree with that. Cal Blundell says, people are already attacking his daughter and son. It's ridiculous. Elias says, Conor's trash. He's Shaw for nothing. He's all talk. Well, I don't know about that, Elias. I mean, he's definitely still one of the best lightweights in the world, brother. Kirky Ivan says, at the conference, at the entrance in Octagon, some fear was shown in his eyes. This was not a real McGregor, I think. Oh, some fear was shown in his eyes, so was seen in his eyes. I get you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, guys, honestly, I just think his leg got taken out. I think his leg just got taken out. Maybe he was hurt. Who knows? But I think his leg got taken out. It has nothing to do with Conor being done or anything. It's just Dustin is a world-class fighter. I agree with that, too. They know, George. LMAO says it's Edgar Fool. Respect Mexico. Stay heavyweight. Soon to be champ. LA heavyweight. I'm telling you guys, continue to support the channel. I promise you when we come back, when they allow us to do our kickboxing events again, best strikers in the world is what you guys are going to see. And guys like Edgar Barbary, man, I hope to make Edgar Barbary the first Mexican heavyweight kickboxing champion. The way Andy Ruiz was for boxing, but I feel like Edgar's probably going to be a lot more disciplined. At least I hope so. So make me look right, Edgar. Make me look right, brother. RGN's of the Granite says, respect Mexico. I already read that one. GT1 says, Conor has to drop that Bruce Lee style snap punches and just fight. Claudio Morel says, was the fight on pay-per-view or ESPN Plus? Claudio, it was on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, so you had to order it on pay-per-view through ESPN Plus, and the app is just complete trash. Really bad experience, I must say. Claudio Morreal says, I'm sorry, I read that already. RGN's in the Granite says, Stipe wins Conor versus Dustin 3. I'll watch it. Cal Blundell says, could you take punches from Ngannou? Hell no, I could not. As big as my head is, I could not take a punch from Ngannou. What do you think about Israel Adesanya, or however you spell it? I think he's awesome. Cal Blundell says, I prefer fighters taking the L and moving on, and Luke Campbell the other week. I agree. Cal Blundell says, Israel Adesanya is the best striker in UFC history. Probably. Cal Blundell says, people mix knockout power and pure striking skill. I agree with that. Cal Blundell. Chandler is the most dangerous fighter in that division, world class on the feet. On the ground, him and Oliveira have the same danger level. I actually think Chandler is more dangerous because of the explosive power on the feet. Edgar, go get it, says RGN's in the Granite. Look, guys, I want to leave you with this. I'd appreciate if you guys join the channel. It's just $5 a month. You'll help me not only continue to build the channel, you'll help me build the only kickboxing promotion with a pro license in the whole state of California, which is the mecca of combat sports, you guys. Help me build up this channel. Help me build up these young fighters. help me take them to the next level. Help us build this sport, hopefully to the next UFC. I mean, I think our rule set is more exciting. There's no grappling. There's no clinching. People just got to stand and bang it out. You could watch our fights for free on YouTube right now. In the future, when we do pay-per-views, you'll have to be a member to watch. Again, it's just $5 a month. You'll get access to the pay-per-views. You'll get an emblem next to your name showing people you're an official knucklehead. You'll get discounts to FightersRep merchandise. I think it pays for itself right there. And of course, you can reach out to me anytime on social media if you're a member. I'd love to chat with you personally. You'll get a shout out on this channel the way all our members have already. And I greatly appreciate you guys. George Estrada says, showing some love, my boy. Thank you so much, George. Much appreciated, man. You and Ivan, your generosity, man, is always appreciated. Obviously, it's going to get, for the most part, reinvested right back into the promotion. I think you guys, by the way, I think you guys are going to love what we have in store for you guys for the next fight. I mean, I'll tease you guys with this. I've had people since this whole shutdown, and especially since our last event, which was our biggest event, I've had people hit me up that want to fight for us from Glory, Bellator, UFC, Dana White's Contender Series, BKFC, and so on and so forth. You are going to see the best strikers in the world stand and bang it out on this channel at some point as soon as this lockdown is over in California. So I really look forward to it, and I really appreciate you guys helping us. If you can't donate, if you can't join, at least please hit the like button, the subscribe button. That'll help us a lot. So big shout out again to George Estrada showing some love, and Ivan, my brother, for the donations. Cal Blundell says, Israel's just too good. Don't ever see him losing. Well, I don't know about that. I think he's got his hands full with Jan Blachowicz coming up. I think that's going to be an exciting fight. And I also think that Gastelum gave him hell. He's also been knocked out by Pereira, who's become an MMA fighter ever since. So he could lose, but he's definitely one of the best guys. X-Rated 217 says, appreciate the replays. Not a lot do that. Much love from the replies. Much love from Illinois. Much love back to you, man. Yeah, I try to reply to every single person. Always, man. We want this to be a tight-knit community. We want this to be the most educated fight channel on YouTube. A lot of these other channels, especially the ones that talk boxing, which is mostly what we talk about, but, they're very, how can I put this, biased. And I never want to be that way. And I feel like if you are that way, you're probably ignorant. So we want to be the most educated fight channel on YouTube. We just a group of self-respecting men that love the fight game, women too, that love the fight game and want to get together and talk about it and want to build a promotion from scratch, a promotion with integrity. That's what it's about. Let's see here. White Thread says, you have to realize that in Ireland, McGregor has lost a lot of fans with his terrible behavior, especially in Ireland. Money went to his head. You can't buy class. It looks like he's trying to turn that around. I believe you. But it looks like he's trying to turn that around with the way he's been acting, especially in the lead up to this fight, and with his graciousness in defeat today. Vernal Tim says, who won? Dustin Poirier by TKO, 2 minutes and 32 seconds into round number 2. Jack Gelman says, McGregor sucks. He got his butt kicked. Well, I'm not, I don't think he sucks. He got beat, but I don't think he sucks. I mean, that's a little extreme there, my brother. Yggdrasil Surter says, cheers from Mexico. Cheers. Saludos, my brother. Saludos. What's your channel all about? First video I've seen from you, says X-Rated. So this channel, right, is a fight channel for real fight fans. Every day we put out content, just about every day, where we talk about what's going on in the fight game. But the real basis of this channel, the real basis, and you can watch our fights for free on here, is We are a kickboxing promotion. It's the purest form of striking in the world. Guys have to stand and bang it out. We're located in Southern California. California is the mecca of combat sports. All the best fighters in the world train here. And so I've had access in the year that I've been promoting. I've had access to some of the best fighters and fight camps in the world, especially, and it's a pro-am. It's a pro-am event. So I put amateurs on the undercard and then pros on the main card. That's kind of what we did at our last show and what we'll be doing going forward. So, we want to bring integrity to the fight game. We don't do A-side versus B-side fights. We make even fights. And we're trying to grow kickboxing because, in my opinion, it's the greatest combat sport there is. It's pure entertainment. There's no grappling. There's no holding. There's no stalling. You have to stand and bang it out. Our rule set is basically boxing with knees and kicks. If you hold, the referee's going to break you up. And I think it's the most exciting sport in the world. After the events, because from here on out, we'll be doing pay-per-views, again, $5 a month, and you'll be able to watch them by joining the channel below when we do come back after this pandemic. But after the events, we typically, once the videos are edited, then we upload the fights to the channel so you guys can watch them for free. That's the way I'm trying to build the sport. That's the way I'm trying to build the promotion. And that's why I'm trying to build these young fighters. A lot of these fighters, look, I can tell you from personal experience, these fighters are the most neglected athletes in the world. So when you're asking me what this channel is about, it's a fight channel for real fight fans, non-biased fight fans that just want to talk about fights and also help me build the best kickboxing promotion on earth. That's what we're trying to do here. I hope you guys join. Let's see here. So, Farouk B says, McGregor's now a better boxer than an MMA fighter. Jack Jelmani says, cap. RJ's in the Grand says, Izzy's going to have a real hard time with Polish power. Really bad time with John Bones Jones. I think that fight would be very tough for him as well. But I don't even know if it happens with Jones going up to heavyweight. Ariel Pontejo says, so Pac McGregor won't happen now. I don't think so, Ariel. I don't think so. Jack Jelmani says, then how did McGregor just now lose against a USA guy? Okay, he does not suck, but he got his butt kicked by a USA guy. Well, yeah, he got his butt kicked by a USA guy. I don't know what you mean by USA guy. The U.S. has basically historically had the best fighters in the world, so I don't see what's wrong with being a USA guy. We have a population of over 300 million people and some of the best fighters in the world, including Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Rocky Marciano, so on and so forth. So I don't know what you're talking about here. Hawker Mustang says, looking around at FightersRep, Edgar Barbary, or y'all could come watch us and know what the F is up at FightersRep. So Edgar Barbary, whose screen name is It's Edgar Fool, he's the one that just commented. It's Edgar Fool. He's the one that just commented. He's one of our heavyweight amateurs. Again, one of the best, probably the best heavyweight striking amateur in California when it comes to kickboxing. Very talented kid. Big guy. Not tall for the division. I would say maybe, what are you, Edgar? 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'11", heavyweight. But strong, fast for a bigger guy, athletic, very skilled, very technical, trains at the Yard Muay Thai. Legends like Joe Schilling out there. I'm sure he's getting great work in with those guys. Just a fantastic camp, fantastic fighter. You guys could see him. Last time he fought for us, he got a beautiful body shot knockout. Edgar's a beast. So, I think you guys will love what we got going on the channel if you go to our fight section. And definitely if you check out Edgar. Jack Gemini says, okay, you're right. Thank you, brother. What did you think about the Mike Tyson fight, by the way? I thought Tyson looked great for his age. I did think, though, as I've always said, we got to put the young guys on the undercards. You can't just have celebrity fighters, without the young upcoming guys that are taking the sport seriously and trying to really make a living from the sport being featured at the very least on the undercard. So my gripe with the Tyson fight was they didn't have enough young upcoming talent on that card. You know, Tyson, Jones, they've already done their thing. Nate Robinson didn't really have any business in there. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, I understand the allure of the YouTube guys fighting, but let's put some real talent on these cards. Let's show them some love, man. They deserve it. They're sacrificing day in and day out, man. I see these kids. A lot of them don't have money, I'll tell you guys this, and Edgar can vouch for me. He's of one of our fighters. He's in the chat right now. It's Edgar Fu. He just says 5'9", balls of steel heart of gold. And that's true. The guy's a beast. I come out of pocket, man. After weigh-in, I pay for these kids to eat. I pay for their drinks. I have food ready for them. I do the same for the commissioners even. But especially for the fighters, man. Those are the ones I care about. Because a lot of these kids don't really have much. They come usually from a tough place. So that's why it's so important for me to get help. And that's why I created this channel, man, to get help from you guys. Hopefully you guys join the channel, become members. $5 a month. That's just 16 cents a day. And you can not only help build the channel, but also, a promotion. And took me a while, man. It took me a while. I mean, you guys would be surprised how reluctant people are to sponsor. And of course, people don't want to just give their money away to anybody. They want to get to know you first. I understand that. But man, it took a while, and I'm a pretty outgoing guy, to find a sponsor to help me, feed these kids. I was coming out of pocket. And it was my pleasure to. But I'm just saying it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that they're sacrificing for, months on end getting ready for a fight. They don't know if the fight's going to happen. The opponent might flake out or get hurt or whatever. And then, promoters can't even feed them, or they don't even have food to eat, proper nutrition. So I also got to know a guy who did some supplements and stuff, and he came by as well and gave some of the fighters some supplements and stuff, because a lot of them don't have access to this stuff, man. And these are real premier athletes with incredible personalities. Edgar is definitely one of them, and they deserve better, man. They deserve better. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me see here. Alex Mark says, fair play to both of them. I agree. Dude, McGregor quit in the second round, says Jack Jumpman. I don't think he quit, man. I think he just couldn't move, and he got banged out. He didn't quit. The referee stopped the fight. He got knocked out. RGN's in the Granite says, I know fighting very well. Fought my first 25 years of my life, 200 plus street fights, 10 amateur boxing matches. George fighters are brutally honest, like my own networks. Real, recognize real. Appreciate that. He could not get up, says Jack Gemini. That's right, he couldn't get up. He got knocked out. I don't even know what screen name that is. He wrote Fatality. Appreciate you being in here. If you guys haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Join the channel. Hit the like button. Show some love for your boy, man. Yggdrasil Surter says, in your opinion, what's next for McGregor? Do you think he is done? I don't think he is done. But if he was done, he had a great career, man. He made a ton of money and became double champ, and he's got no real reason, to stick around if he doesn't want to stick around. But I think he will, and I think he can come again. Jack Gemini says, USA put McGregor in his spot and knocked the crap out of him. That's true. X-Rated 217 says, do you think Jake has a future in fighting, seeing the few things he's done, or is he just proof of basic boxing training? I think, he's just training boxing. If he fights anybody that's serious, he's going to get hurt. Definitely, some of these fighters are even homeless or in poverty and are actually really good. Man, yes. Hamzat Wolf says, I call it. Tony77 says, McGregor is still the pay-per-view and flex king. True that. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge says, is Conor McGregor a gatekeeper now? No. Guys. Don't bring, I'm going to tell you guys this, don't bring that fickle boxing attitude to these other combat sports, to MMA And especially not to kickboxing, to FightersRep kickboxing. When a guy loses, they can come again. Every MMA fighter loses. Every single one, except for Habib and John Jones. Every single one loses. And it should be okay to lose and redeem yourself exactly like Dustin Poirier did. Do not create a culture. That's something we're very much against on this channel. Do not allow a culture to be created where if a fighter loses one time, their career is over. These guys sacrifice every day of their life to bring you entertainment and to fight and to compete, to hopefully put food on the table for their family. How disrespectful and sociopathic is it to completely abandon them if they lose one or two or 10 or 5 times? It doesn't matter. If they go in there to fight and they put on a good fight and you saw that they came and they brought it, even if they lose badly, if they came and they brought it and they tried, they deserve respect, guys. Respect. And that's what this channel is based on. Respect. Come on, you guys. Come on. Come on. Let's not do that. Much love to you, Rapstar. I get what you're saying. This is not about you. This is just about the culture. Something we're always pushing on this channel. Let's not do that to these guys. I'm a promoter / attorney. The only pro kickboxing promoter in California. I seen what these guys go through because we do pro-am events. Because I'm trying to build a farming system for the amateurs as well to make them pro. I seen what they go through. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Let me see here. It's the calf kicks, brother. McGregor couldn't do anything after those calves were gone. I agree, Mohsen. I agree. Big shout out to Mohsen, by the way, man. I know who you are, my brother. The Azeri kid, Khosrov's friend, I believe. I don't keep bank accounts since 2002. I'm setting up sustainable network marketing, land development, unless podcast gets in top 5, 10 within 1, 3, 5 years. I'm going to have top 10 podcasts. Hope so, RGN, brother. I hope so. Mohsen Suri says Sadarov versus Chandler. What do you think? Sadarov needs some time. But he definitely has talent to be great, Mohsen. RGN's in the granite says totally different boxing compared to any combat sports. Kirky Ivan says, all of you recommend this extra channel to your friends. Let's go to 10,000. That would be greatly appreciated. And thank you from one of our loyal members of this channel, Ivan. You know, if you guys share this with your friends, tell people about the channel, tell them there's a channel out there that will hear them out, listen to their opinions, answer their questions and their comments, non-biased. It'll be, of great help to me. I really want to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're at 6,600 or something like that. I would love to get to 10,000 subscribers. And by sharing this channel with your friends on your social media, on your Facebook and stuff like that, and telling them what we're doing here, building a channel and trying to build a promotion and give young people opportunities to compete, you'll really help me get to that goal. So I appreciate you guys with that, man. Let me see here. The boxing fans want UFC to cherry pick all of their fighters, says Hawker Mustang. Alex Mark says facts. Boxing fans want the UFC to follow the Mayweather blueprint. Oh, I hope not. RGN's in the Granite says hardest job in life as a fighter, even when you love to truly fight. Rapstar Boxing put up a king and a star. By Hawker Mustang, rather. Ariel Pontajo says, that's Mayweather's thinking, lose one and then you're out. Very sad. I definitely see what they go through as well. I tried boxing. I could admit I was also 14 at the time, and now I'm 20. But fighting just wasn't for me back then. I had a lot of fight anxiety, bad time. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge says Hawker Mustang and Boxing Gloves. Much love to you, Rapstar. Yeah, man. Not an easy sport. Especially this kickboxing sport, not an easy sport. But none of these combat sports are an easy sport. Headaches, man. Bad headaches after sparring. These guys go through it. I felt it. Not fun. So, let's appreciate these guys, man. Let's appreciate these guys. You should get people or fans on your panel, and you'll get loads more subscribers so they can interact with you. Yeah, we do interviews all the time. As you can see, I read everything you guys write in the chat. So yeah, we try to do all that stuff, man. But I appreciate the insight. Guys, it's already been an hour. I appreciate you guys joining me. If you haven't already, again, subscribe, like, hit the bell icon so you know when we put out a video. And join the channel. Again, just $5 a month. You can help me build this channel and the only kickboxing promotion that matters in the mecca of combat sports. Also, if you want to help get your Fighters Rep gear below, we got shirts, hoodies, tanks, masks. The logo's sick. The apparel's pretty cool, man. Definitely check it out. It'll get reinvested right back into the promotion. Before I go, let me read this last one. X-rated 217. It's a lot like what Deontay Wilder said. Your head is not meant to be hit. I agree with that. StreamYard with subscribers. Peace. Much love to you guys, man. Have a great one. Hawker Mustang says, don't go. Why not? Why can't I go, man? I gotta go. Look at my eyes, you guys. I'm toast. My eyes are toast. Check me out. Fuck, man. Tired. Long day. Take care.